Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Monday, June 2nd, 2025. Let's take a look at the economic calendar for today. This is the beginning of the new week and new month and the last month of this second quarter of the 2025. So what do we have here? Capital spending in Japan 6.4%, way better than the forecast 3.8. We got data from the UK in form of the nationwide HPI. And the data beats the expectations in the quarterly and the monthly measurements. Retail sales in Switzerland 1.3%, way down from 2.1, way worse than expected 2.5. GDP is scheduled for release at 9 o'clock from Switzerland. Then we have the manufacturing data from across the Eurozone, Spain, Switzerland, Italy, France, of course Germany 5 to 10, then Poland, GDP, and then we got the manufacturing PMI data scheduled for release at 10 o'clock. These data are from the whole Eurozone. 30 minutes later, global manufacturing PMI data from the UK are scheduled for release, and then quarter to 4 o'clock we got the global manufacturing PMI data from the USA, and then ISM manufacturing PMI data from the USA as well. And this is the major event of the day. Then we got some speeches from the Bank of England MPC member Mann at 4 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, German Buba Balch will give a speech. At 6:30, ECB President Christine Lagarde will give a speech. 7 o'clock, as usual, Atlanta Fed GDP now is scheduled for release, and at the same time we got the Fed Chair Jerome Powell to give a speech. So pretty mixed day, plenty of the data releases, especially from the manufacturing PMI as an indicator of the state of the economy. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the charts. Euro dollar goes first. Ahead of the Eurozone data releases in form of the manufacturing PMI, the euro dollar is moving up. 1.1405 is the recent local high, and we are targeting the level of 1.1419. So that's only 15 pips away from this high. Any breakout higher opens the road to the wave 3 high located at 1.1574. Momentum strong, 62 points, positive, obviously. Tested, the technical support located at 1.1208 had been tested. We have a brief breakout below the trend line, below 100 periods moving average, test of the very important technical support, and now we are bouncing higher. I would say even we are trying to rally higher. This is an attempt to, let's say, continue the up move in a impulsive wave. Okay, so this might be an attempt to move higher in wave 5 on euro dollar. So quite interesting situation. I don't know what to do with this trend line. It looks like the market likes it, except this false breakout. So let's leave it for now. It doesn't bother us anymore. So up for the euro dollar. This is the scenario. Cable. Another major is breaking higher. 4 waves to the wave 4 to the downside had been made. Now wave 5 is about to be unfold. Right now, very nice movement to the upside above the technical resistance 1.3509, local high 1.3531. The next target is the swing high for the wave 3, which is located at 1.3590. So no, the max is 1.3608. Sorry. So this is the target for the wave for the bulls. Target for the wave 5 is way higher than this. Nevertheless, it looks pretty impulsive, pretty solid. 58 points, strong momentum. I mean positive momentum, not that strong, but if we move above the level of 60 and then if we move higher on the price towards the level of let's say 36, then the outlook remains even more bullish. Another major is US dollar versus the Japanese yen. For our time frame chart, it is showing us reversal from the trend line test, reversal from the technical resistance, now on the lows. So it looks like the US dollar is getting weak across the board, is getting hit across the board. Local low 143.16. Target is of course this zone here. Let me just place some sort of the rectangle here so we know what we are talking about. This is the demand zone. The last time it worked almost perfectly because the market managed to test after the bounce from this zone, managed to test the trend line from below. It was of course rejected, but now it looks like this market wants to test this demand zone as well again. Any breakout lower is definitely bullish. With this kind of a momentum, 39 points only, the outlook remains bearish, and we should see sooner or later the lows from the April located at 139.97. So what else should we take a look at? Gold. The gold market is again testing the trend line. Okay, we might even have some sort of the breakout higher with this positive momentum, 62 points almost. The next target for the bulls is 3,367, and then the high for the wave B might be tested. So the current situation on the gold is bullish, which means that possibly the US dollar index is getting hit across the board. Let's find out what's going on with the dollar. US dollar index, USDX. There you go. US dollar index is getting hit as expected. So right now we are on the lows. Let's just mark some important levels for the US dollar, which is getting weakened across the board. We got the next technical support eventually located at 98.66, but the other technical support is located here at 97.89. This is the low for the April 2025. The level of 100.50 had been rejected, and you can see that the the dollar index is getting hand in hand with the US dollar and the Japanese yen, or with this trading pair. So now momentum 37 points, weak momentum, bears in charge of this market. We should see lower levels here on the 4-hour time frame chart. On the daily, daily is not quite, it's not quite updated, so let's just leave it. 4-hour time frame chart, we'll stick to the 4-hour time frame chart. Lower prices are expected. So if the US dollar is going down, what is doing the Bitcoin? The Bitcoin is doing nothing. 4-hour time frame chart is showing us the Bitcoin below the now it's obviously the some sort of the supply zone, right? So it's located here, but let me just mark the wait. Let me just mark this technical support. Let me just take this line here, move it higher, and let me just make it here, because the low is 103,032. That's the technical support. We stopped somewhere here for some reason. All right, and the swing high and the all-time high located at 11,952 will be marked in a green line, but it might be very, very tough. There you go. So all of these levels are of obviously the supply zone. Very, very strong supply zone. We are still below the trend line. Okay, so we are below the trend line. Trend line might be, there you go, might be really, really nice and orange. So we are trading below the trend line. We are trading a little bit lower. However, it looks like the market might be moving higher soon. Let me just find out if there is a channel. Well, not very much a channel, so let me just get rid of it. So trend line ahead, 100 periods moving average ahead. Momentum still negative, but bouncing from the level of almost extremely oversold conditions, testing the level of 50. So we need definitely to break above the 100 periods moving average and then above the trend line in order to get the positive momentum going higher, right? So then the Bitcoin will be able to get back into this supply zone and maybe do some damage here, do some to the bears, right? So we need to see definitely what might happen in that situation, and it looks like the market might be willing to do this, but the first technical resistance 106,429 must be violated clearly in order for the Bitcoin bulls to move higher, momentum to move back into the positive territory, and then we will have definitely some kind of support for the weakening US dollar, right? So please pay attention for today's markets, pay attention where the market is going, pay attention for your scenarios. It looks like we might have a quite interesting day ahead. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.